We are covering the Manage by Exception principle, a cornerstone of the PRINCE2 methodology. This principle is all about efficient governance and avoiding micromanagement. At its core, Manage by Exception establishes a system of delegated authority. Senior management, or the project board, doesn't need to be involved in every minor detail of the project. Instead, they empower the project manager to handle the day-to-day work as long as the project stays within agreed-upon limits. These limits are called tolerances. The exam will expect you to know that tolerances are set for 6 specific aspects of project performance: time, cost, quality, scope, benefits, and risk. Imagine you're managing a project with a stage budget of $100,000. The project board has set a cost tolerance of plus or minus 10%. This means you, the project manager, have the autonomy to manage spending as long as the forecast shows you'll finish the stage between $90,000 and $110,000. If, however, a new forecast predicts the stage will cost $112,000, you have a problem. This forecast of a deviation beyond the tolerance limit is called an exception. Your first step is not to panic or immediately ask the board for more money. Your first step, and this is a key exam point, is to create an exception report. This report details the situation, its cause and impact, and provides the project board with options and a recommendation for how to proceed. The project board then uses this report to make a decision, which might be to approve an exception plan that you would then create, adjust tolerances, or even prematurely close the project. On the PRINCE2 exam, you'll see scenario-based questions designed to trap you. A common trap is confusing an issue with an exception. An issue is any unplanned event, but it only becomes an exception when it's forecast to breach tolerance. For example, a supplier delivering materials 2 days late is an issue. If your stage has a time tolerance of plus or minus 5 days, you can manage this issue yourself without escalating. However, if that 2-day delay is forecast to cause a total 7-day slip, breaching your tolerance, you now have an exception and must create an exception report. Another trap is thinking that escalating is a sign of failure. In PRINCE2, it's the opposite. Timely escalation through an exception report is a sign of a competent project manager following the process correctly. To help you remember the 6 tolerance areas, use this simple phrase: tolerances can be quite risky sometimes. This stands for time, cost, benefits, quality, risk, and scope. Knowing these 6 areas is crucial, as questions may ask you to identify which aspect of performance a specific tolerance applies to. The principle ensures senior management's time is used effectively, focusing only on the big decisions when the project is forecast to go off track, rather than getting lost in the daily noise. For free practice questions, AI-powered explanations, and more exam prep tools, visit openexamprep.com. That's openexamprep, all one word, .com.